I wanted to add on to a recent webinar that I did, where we kind of go through infrastructure code deployments and using Azure DevOps. So this is taking it the next step further, where you can isolate and separate the access around who provides access controls to the resources that you're deploying. So you can see here that this virtual machine, when it deploys, it's created using with a managed identity. So as an output, we're giving the identity of that managed identity to any subsequent tasks that we're running. We then have the access control code within a separate repository that maybe your security teams or your team that manages access controls have the ability to manage that code within. As inputs to this bicep file, you see there's a principal ID as well as the name of the VM. And this is giving a Key Vault Secrets user role ID to that virtual machine. So when we get into our release pipeline, you can see that as we're going through, it deploys the virtual machine, and when it completes, you can see that it has it sets these pipeline variables of a principal ID, which is, again, this is the GUID of that managed identity as well as the name of the VM. It passes those as variables to the IAM stage. You can see when it runs our code, it deploys that configuration to the resource group. So if I look at deployments here, you can see as input parameters, it gave that GUID of the identity as well as the name of the VM. And on this resource group, it adds the Key Vault secret user to that virtual machine. So you can see this is a way to kind of have separation of duty around who manages the resource deployment versus who manages the access controls. You could even go as far as saying, okay, this security group or the subject group manages the NSG firewall rules. So passing these variables allows kind of separation of duty around who manages code, so that you have those controls in place in your environment. Thanks.